Good afternoon, folks. Production value. Good afternoon, folks. Thank you so much for coming. Good afternoon. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Good afternoon, folks. Excellent. Beautiful. My name is Kim, and I am Jacqueline's niece, and I'd like to welcome you all. Does anybody have seats in their rows so that folks are coming in? Can you raise your hand if there's some seats in the row? There's one here. There's one there? Okay, and there's one here. Oh, Stefan, never mind. Okay. Okay. So, welcome. As I said, my name is Kim, and I'd like to start with a quote. And forgive me for the glasses, because I'm old. And this is by I found this quote in an article written by a 95-year-old woman that wrote poetry. And one of the things she said is, old age is like a tattoo. It is what people see first. It's cosmetic. It is not essence. But often it's the only thing people see. Luckily, with Jacqueline, that was not the only thing that they saw. Quite the opposite. So today we are here to celebrate the wonderful life of Jacqueline. I'm privileged to take part in the celebration of my much-loved aunt, or tante, Jacqueline, as she preferred, and a woman of great influence on my life. Today we come together to enjoy stories, music, food, and drinks, just as she wished. I am the daughter of Henri, Jacqueline's middle brother, who passed away in July. So this is, for our family, has been a huge effect on us. So we are glad that they are together and with us right now. I will introduce right now Jackie's son, Armand, my cousin, and Linda, Jackie's niece, and her son-in-law, Bryn, to start us off. You're on.
So, I have to say a few words about this song before we play. One of the things my mother taught me when my sister was there, and really taught everyone that she associated with, is this incredible sense of community, how we're all connected and we're all here to look out for each other. And not just family, but beyond family. There's something that her approach to life, she was very politically involved, very left-wing politically involved. It was all yeah, a little bit, just a little bit, and it was all rooted in such an incredible just sense of community, and just a sense that we as people can look out for each other so well if we just try. And this song really, for me, when I first heard it, really just embodied that sense so well. And I love this song. And finally, that's like you do. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. was only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. Isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. No religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will look as one. Imagine no possessions. Wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. Brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will look as one. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will look as one.
Thank you, that was lovely. Another quote, because I found so many, and this was said by Cory Booker. In my opinion, good energy, kindness, decency, and love is the most transformative force in the world. So I think that's appropriate given the song. We'll now have a reading by Olivia. She is the de facto daughter-in-law. I had someone writing my script, but I had a ghostwriter. Shall remain nameless. Through Jackie's wonderful decade-long romance with the late Peter. They met in Australia through Roseanne and Olivia, and he was a very special man to us all. I'd like to think that they're here with us today. Olivia?
So, hello, I'm Olivia Lockwood. I'm the de facto daughter-in-law because I married Richard Lockwood, who was Peter Lockwood's son. And late in life, Peter and Jacqueline met through Roseanne and Richard's sister Anna, and she was a great gift to us. So I have tried really hard to join this family. Like, I've been working hard. And that Roseanne admits it now, like, yes, thank you very much, Jacqueline. So,
Well, the jury's out. No.
Oh, About a week ago, Roseanne and I were on the phone, and Roseanne asked if I would be willing to read something that she found in Jacqueline's home. And it was placed between photos of Peter and Jacqueline. And I said, absolutely. Now, the reason that Roseanne and I think that this really mattered is because Jacqueline did have struggles in her life, as we all know. But her struggles, she was able more than most to share the reality of her struggle with the lesson that she learned. She was so able to inspire us through the struggles that she went through her efforts. And I think that may be the thing I'll take into my future. Is like when tough times hit, you can choose your response and you can choose what to learn. So what I've been asked to read is on this card. It's a quote on, it's from Frederick Douglass. And, most of us know the American orator, born into slavery and lived as a free man in Maryland and an American politician. So I'm really going to try to read this without losing it. So I'm not going to look up once I start reading. Okay? It's just, I'm not that. Yes. Somebody loves me. All right. So, by Frederick Douglass, 1857. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. Those who profess to favor freedom and yet depreciate agitation are men who want crops without plowing up the ground. They want rain without thunder and lightning. They want the ocean without the awful roar of its many waters. This struggle may be a moral one, or it may be a physical one, but it must be a struggle. Power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did, and it never will.
I'm going to be reintroducing Armand, who's going to be reading a eulogy that his sister Roseanne was kind enough to write. And so I bring you back, Armand.
I'll just say a quick thank you to my son Aaron for making sure that I had this with me. And actually a real serious thank you to Roseanne for writing this. I'll do my best to read it and see what happens. Life is short, live it up, Mom was fond of saying, and boy did she ever. Among all the condolence messages Roseanne and I have received from Mother over the past 2 weeks, the most common comment is that Mom embodied the spirit of joie de vivre. Her lust for life was palpable, probably all the more so because she had so many brushes with death. Here is the tale of her long and eventful life. Born August 28, 1931, into a poor Jewish family that emigrated from Poland to Paris the year before, Mom's childhood was cut short by the arrival of the Nazis. She was 8 when the war started. She remembers wanting to hide behind her mother's skirts when the sirens started. I'll just add a quick
Typo?
I'll just add a quick memory that she once gave to me. She remembers about that age, not just the reason she was hiding behind her mother's skirts. She remembers being in the subway, waiting for the subway with her mother, and all day, except up walked one of these guys dressed in total black Gestapo Nazi uniform. So she must have been a little older than 8 at that point, by the time the Nazis had come to Paris. And she remembers that out of all the people on that subway platform, this man looked at her, and she was probably 11 years old, with an incredible amount of hate. I mean, just a streaming immense amount of hate. This poor girl was only 11 years old. That was her first experience with the Nazis. I remember that story. Because her father, Maurice, was a foreign-born Jewish male, he was taken to a work camp. Later, her foreign-born half-sisters, Rose and Anna, after whom she named her daughter Roseanne, were also taken. What would later be called La Grande Rafle, or the Big Sweep, in 1942, when thousands of foreign-born Jews were rounded up. Rose and Anna were only 20 and 18 at the time. Mom never saw them again. Mom's mother, Esther, was also foreign-born, but not able-bodied, so she was allowed to remain in Paris to look after Mom and her 5 French-born siblings. Mom remembers that her mother Mom remembers that her father somehow escaped from the work camp. One of the few who tried to do that and did. Made his way back to their apartment in Paris. He was in hiding there for many months, long enough to have another baby. Jour de Paris, French way. Mom recalls him cradling her younger siblings in his arms while watching neighbors come and go from behind a curtain. He was still in hiding. Because Maurice couldn't go to work, he stayed at home while Esther worked as a seamstress. He even taught Mom how to sew. But eventually, he was denounced by a neighbor. Mom recalls a terrifying night the French gendarmes came to arrest him. Esther made a scene, screaming to Maurice in Yiddish to try to escape via the balcony, but he didn't. He didn't want to endanger the family. So he went peacefully.